know I'm a G. I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She chill with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro, recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome everybody to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Kickoff taken at the 3. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey.
Lone back gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, easy, route.
First down throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Red.
From the 47. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
On red.
Lawrence now off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
All right, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Hey, Ryan.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Hits his running back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Short pass brought in. Has some room to work. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives them first and goal.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! All right, here we go. Done. Here we go.
From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Go, go. Go.
Now it's Lawrence. Flushed out of the pocket. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up fourth and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Shudak is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. They go play action here. Buying some time right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
23.
They put a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. He's on the move. Dumps it off to his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Able to find Strange here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars stretch their early lead to 9. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars go up 10-zip here in the 1st. On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. No. No.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Walker running right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
One after, up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Flush down now to his left. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Lawrence working from the gun. And they won't do it, so that falls incomplete on 4th down.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Let's go. Go.
They go play action on 1st. He sends this one to the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Decent 24.
Man in motion here. They'll run here on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. On is Little for the extra point. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. give up the gut to Walker. And he at least gets him some positive yardage, but just a small gain to the 24. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line. Set up.
Now a give running right. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks driving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running back sent in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, set.
Throw on 3rd down. Pass complete to Walker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds Smith-Njigba right side. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Let's go.
He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence looking to throw. This is complete to Olave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
On red.
Lawrence throwing here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Lion!
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Throwing now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Looking to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Seahawks 14.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Walker running to the right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Staying with Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Rolling out to, forces that one, and it's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on second. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's taken in by Cobb. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Now it's a bootleg for him. Headed out right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Let's go. Check go.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So out now comes the punter. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. They're out and set. First and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That pass caught by Strange. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
We're at 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. Route.
From the 41. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. A pickup of 7. Normally that's a great gain, but still facing 3rd and pretty long.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter.
14.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Hey, Ryan! Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Hey, go! 13 loop. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Hey.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Rams, 23.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. 2nd and 3 now. Running left, here's Walker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now off play action. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he lost the football! Jags pick it up!
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Red on red.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On red.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, even with nothing open downfield, there was still the option to simply throw it away. Mental mistake there, and it cost them 3 yards.
11. Right, let's go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Put the body on the line for his team. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's on the move. On the run, This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball. Serious.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards.
Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence now off the play action. Jump off caught by his back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go now.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Here he is to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 27 yards there. And And it sets up Seattle with first down.
One of the advantages, Kate, a quarterback gets when he leaves the pocket and he's seeing zone coverage is you can really start to manipulate those defenders. And crossing routes are a great way to break down zone defense, especially when you get yourself outside the pocket.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. That's taken in by Kupp. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Into the hands of Walker. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down. Throwing now. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They hit him for 5 yards on fourth down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Getting out to his left. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the fourth. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here's the 24.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is complete to Olave. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The Jaguars kneeling out the rest of this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
baby. Do what I should, baby. Point, baby. Do what I could, baby. Point, baby. Do what I should, baby. Point, baby. Do what I could, baby.